Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. I am here today with the Daily Manchester United news. What's going on? You guys all good? This international break is absolutely killing me, to be totally honest with you. I cannot take it, especially after, United's last 2 Premier League games have been cancelled. I was going to say watching international football. I don't even engage in international football. All I see are the clips on social media, just waiting around for United. Isn't great, is it? And maybe I should just get a life, but I'm waiting for United games to come back. Obviously, we got Manchester City on the 2nd of October, which is fast approaching, but not fast enough. Please, hurry up and get there. Anyway, we've got a few stories to get stuck into today. Harry Maguire has been in the headlines again, and there's also talk about David De Gea. Now let us know your thoughts in the comments below about everything we discussed today. And of course, get hitting that subscribe button as well. We want to hit 700,000 subscribers ASAP, and you lot can help us do that by hitting that subscribe button. So get subscribed right now. Anyway, let's have a look at this first story, which comes from Maguire. And it's in relation to David De Gea. And it says Manchester United are weighing up whether to trigger David De Gea's contract option and extend his contract to 2024. United are assessing their long-term plan, and a change of number 1 could bring the likes of Jordan Pickford into the frame. Now, before I get started on the Jordan Pickford bit, let's talk about David De Gea. Now, his contract is up next summer, at the end of this season. United have the option to extend that contract for a year. Now, normally, I'd go, you know what, extend it. What's the point renewing the contract? He's a player that, we're going to weigh up whether we're going to change goalkeepers or not, I'm sure, in the next year or two. So it's a player we're undecided on. Trigger that contract extension. Give us some time to make the decision. Now, I'm not one to really get carried away with players' wages and things like that. But when you consider David De Gea's wages, they are one of the highest in the team. In fact, they're probably the highest after Cristiano Ronaldo. And that makes you think, is it beneficial to United to extend that contract and trigger that extension because it would be on the current terms? So if I was United, I'd probably go in and renegotiate another 2-year deal on lower wages and show David De Gea that, look, we don't mind you staying around and fighting for a spot, but we're going to bring somebody in who is probably more suited to that short passing from the back, and you can compete for a spot with him. Now, whether David De Gea reacts to that well or not, who knows what happens. He's used to being a number 1. But I think we should be in a position where we do that, and I think it'd be the most sensible thing to do. In United will probably run in, give him a new 5-year deal on better terms. But I just feel like, weigh things up a little bit. All right, let's renegotiate some new terms. 2-year deal. And let's look for a new goalkeeper. Now, is that Jordan Pickford? Definitely not, in my opinion. Decent goalkeeper, but not more than decent. Makes way too many errors. Absolute passion merchant. Starts screaming and throwing his hands around when he's the one that makes the mistake. I do not want Jordan Pickford at Manchester United. I'd much rather just bring Dean Henderson back and go with him. And I'm not even sure I want that to happen. But Jordan Pickford would not be the guy for me at all. I think you've just got to get scouting. Get someone that's going to come up. And if you do keep De Gea for another 2 years or so, then you've got De Gea there and a keeper that's, steadily growing. Maybe. I don't know. Is there an option out there that you guys would go for straight away and be like, that's the goalkeeper that I want right now? Let us know in the comments below. But for me, I wouldn't trigger that extension just yet, and I'd probably renegotiate. But we know United's board act and do, and they're very different. Harry Maguire, after the game where England lost against Italy, has been speaking to the press, and therefore has been getting a lot of Twitter mentions and all those kind of things. And he said, on my form, I don't know what has been said. I don't really read about it. I came off the back of 3 positive England games in the summer and a good pre-season. I felt really good. I'm not concentrating on anybody else and what people are saying. I think if people can make a story about me, I'm Manchester United captain. It's obviously going to make big news. And in another interview, he said, I'm Manchester United captain. I need to work hard in training and take my chance. Now, I think there was a comment he made about, oh, well, you know, I was injured at the back before the Euros and I went into the England team without playing a game and I was in a team at a tournament and it come off a little bit daft, a little bit naive, a little bit like delusional really. Although it's true, and that's what happened. I just feel like, you know, that's caused him to get a few bits of ridicule online. I think we need to calm down a little bit with Harry Maguire. Look, I'm one of those that don't think he's good enough to be Manchester United's centre-back. I don't think he's good enough to be Manchester United captain. But I do think it's borderline now where everyone's going too far. Every little thing he says and does is being over-analysed. And ultimately, he's just a human being. He's probably feeling the pressure like nobody's business. Now look, that comes with being a Manchester United player and a Manchester United captain, and he should be able to take that criticism and the pressure that comes with that. But a lot of it is ridiculous right now. And he's not the reason why England are losing against Italy 1-0. England haven't scored for 4 games. Gareth Southgate's the issue there, and playing every single right back and defender that he can possibly play. If he could play some football and get the best out of his attacking players, England would be scoring goals. It's not an issue with Harry Maguire there. But I do think it's a little bit mad at the moment, man. Like, I don't mind if United get rid of him. Although there's going to probably come a stage this season where we need to rely on Harry Maguire. Because can Rafael Varane and Martinez stay fit? Who knows? So, look, for me, not a United player, not a United captain. But that's my opinion said now. Like, I don't need to keep tweeting about him and abusing him and everything like that. I just think, let's just calm down a little bit. Although he doesn't help himself with some of the things he says. I think most of what he said after the game yesterday is just common sense. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you're thinking about David De Gea, Jordan Pickford. Imagine Jordan Pickford and Harry Maguire together in our back line. Oh my God, please no. Harry Maguire and the quotes that came out yesterday. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, Southgate's the issue there, not Harry Maguire. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Make sure you're subscribing as well. As I said, we want to hit 700,000 subscribers. And while I've got you, why don't you head over to youtube.com/Adam McKola and subscribe over there as well. Until next time, I'm out of here.